Hello and welcome back to another Northern Pokemon Openings. My name is Professor Joel and today we have fake cards. Do not buy fake cards, people. They're just a waste of money, really. I mean, they're kind of neat. These ones are actually pretty decent, but again, don't. Blah. Normally, a lot of fake cards are really poor quality. They have issues like inconsistencies, like for instance, focus now. We have an Exodia card. But Exodia was a 5 separate piece card that you had to assemble, not just one card that instantly won you the game. Same like they have different quality control, as you can see here. Different textures and whatnot. This has a little bit of indented gold here. This just weird kind of sparkle. And they usually had issues. Like we have ourselves a blue eye white dragon. I don't know if it was supposed to be eyed or eyes. Pretty sure it was eyes, but anyways. And then we also have issues like this one. Endless Dragon with blue eyes. Yeah, that's the Moth, whatever. 1,000-year Moth? No, that's 1,000-year Dragon. Anyways, regardless, fakes are usually bad quality. I ended up picking these up at a dollar store for $1 and I figured it'd make a good video. But my buddy ended up ordering these and I asked to take a look at them for a video instead. Now, Pokemon cards value boil down to two things. You got your collectability and your playability. For instance, Tapu Lele, a normal card, is worth something like $15 to $25, and the different versions of the cards can go for more than that. For instance, $25, $35, and the Hyper Rare can go for, I think, something like $50, we'll say. But these are fakes, so they're not worth anything. Now, I believe you should play with your cards. Some cards are better looking than others. Hello, Charizard. Cards by nature are meant to be collected. A card's value is mostly tied to its playability. For instance, I have a $5 Team Skullgrunt and a $50 Full Art Guzma. The difference is playability. Guzma is like a 4 of in almost every deck, or 3 of at least. And Team Skullgrunt is rarely ever seen in play. There's usually always a cheaper option when it comes to a good card game. For instance, well, I'm not going to use that card as an example because it's a really bad card. I'm trying to find like a set of cards that are pretty decent. I got these ones a little shuffled up, so they're a little messed up. There you go. So, I personally like my full art cards. I think the Hyper Rares are weird, and they're kind of rainbowy weird. I mean, these GX cards have blue, or if they're an Ultra Beast, they're red. But I'm not really a fan of that, but there's always a cheaper option. For instance, this is a $2 card, this would be a $5 card, and this would have been a $10 card if they weren't rare, or weren't fake, sorry. But there's always usually a cheaper option. You can go play on line 2. Start off with a theme deck and everything expanded. There's always a cheaper option. Fake cards aren't playable. Fake cards are different. They have different looks, different textures and feels. They're just not proper. Most of the time, they're of poor quality, like these Yu-Gi-Oh cards off here with the, or they're just wrong. They have wrong rulings or spellings. These are pretty decent looking fakes, though, I gotta say. They're nice looking. They don't seem to be too issue-matic. They don't seem to have spelling errors, which I've seen others. Like I said, Exodia. We all remember that Exodia was a 5-piece card. And there's the wrong spelling on them. So, they aren't collectible because they're just cheap reprints. Like I see there's a Hyper Rare Charizard back there. A normal Hyper Rare Charizard is really hard to come by and is a very sought after card because everybody likes Charizard. There's even a little misprint error on the original one that, just saying it's not on here. They ended up fixing it in some of the sets, but they didn't fix it for the longest time. But my point being is that the Hyper Rare Charizard is a $200 card. This card is worth nothing. It's worth pennies compared to it. Like, I kind of say it's fun to use these as proxies, but it's kind of unfair. Like, how, like, are you just gonna have powerful cards, and your friend slash opponent's not gonna have a playset of Lightning Rocks with Bloodthirsty Eyes? Just makes unfair advantage to this game. So whenever I see someone come to the league, and I see that they have fake cards, I'll have to inform them that, they're fake. They're not worth the value, just not allowed to be traded here at the league. Please leave them at home, kind of deal. Fun to use as proxies, though, against friends and whatnot, but I really don't recommend it. Just a waste of money. For instance, if you wanted some nice cards, just wait 2 years. After 2 years, their playability will cut down in half because they'll be rotated out to expanded, and they won't be worth as much. You can usually get, like, the Shaman card, for instance. There used to be Shaman. It used to be a $100 card. Now you can get it for, like, $9. I love Verlantis, Espeons, and Umbreons. Like, this set was like... Sorry, these fakes are pretty good. They even had the alternate arts for a lot of them, promo arts. But, again, don't buy fake cards. Circuitry. At the back I can see a gold card. No trainers, just Pokemons. Set that down for a second. If you want to play cheap, like I said, just go online, play Expanded, grab a theme deck, or play the VDCG, because once you have the system and game, you can probably pick one up for secondhand too, for real cheap. And then you can have endless hours of play. I wish Pokemon would, dish out giant boxes worth of EXs and GX, to be honest. I don't care about the playability, how much it tanked the collectability of it. I just wanted to see the people having fun with the game, but unfortunately, this makes an unfair advantage for the fake cards. The Japanese, though, they will actually sell decks about this big of GXs and Japanese there. Like, they're legit. They come right from Pokemon International. Wish we could get something like that. But no, they're just hard sought after, especially English cards, because English cards are good in every single nation, while other language cards are only good in certain areas. Well, just a little look through these rare cards. Mewtwo, Mewtube, some Sevali's. I got a bunch of different Sevali's here. Huh, I didn't realize there was 5 different prints of Sevali. And Solgaleo and Lunala gold cards. Well, thanks for watching this little video. Long story short, you already watched the long story to get to this long story short. Don't buy fake cards. They're just not worth it. Usually allow Team Rocket to get your money. You're going to have nothing in the end of it because you just have a pile of worthless cards while they have your money. They are fun to play with friends as, not too serious games, kinda, but yeah, just don't get them in my opinion, guys. Sorry for this monotone video. This is my 18th time trying to take it because apparently I can't make this fun. But, hey. Thanks for watching my Pokemon openings. My name is Professor Joel, and I'll catch you later. Peace.